Today, it's May Day. Good for the spring garden. Today is May 1st, 2024.
Good for the key finding fairies.
Very good for the key finding fairies.
So,
When your eyes have a bigger horizon in its softness to be able to see with all of yourself.
yeah.
Today, for the key fairies, we're going to do a little bit of a repetition for quieting the nervous system, one that you're familiar with. And just let's start with lying on the floor. Just let your body become soft, restful, easy. Just a couple of times. Let yourself roll your head a little bit from one side to the other. Just let the neck become more movable, more mobile. Thinking the beauty of your brain inside your skull, that when your head can roll easily one side and the other, then the atlas and the axis can migrate to their proper place, the place that's in the middle, not too far forward, not too far back, not tilted off at the side. And therefore, the blood vessels that feed the brain and go back from the brain, away from the brain, and the cranial nerves are just where they deserve to be. How soft are your lips, your mouth, the skin and the muscles, the buccinator muscle, that ring circular muscle all around your mouth. How soft can the muscles around your eyes be? What is the skin on your forehead like? The area between your brows. And then make the movement of your head to be even smaller. And travel this sensation from your face back to the fronts of your ears. It's amazing the places that we can carry tension. And these are cranial nerves. Letting the ears in the part of the where the cheek and the jawline meets to the front of the ears and the jaw, and come back to the middle and rest. Feel the breathing in your breastbone. Is there movement? I'll be right back. I think I have a delivery. I'll be right back. Thank you for your patience. And now feel this breathing and breath under the collarbones, following the line under the collarbones. Not that you're doing anything specific, but that the breath can quietly happen there. Now, slowly bend up your knees. Let your feet come to standing on the floor. Mhm. There you go. And letting the feet be hip width apart. And start to rock your pelvis gently forward and back. so slowly, Betsy, that I can hardly see it. That we're slowing, we're inviting quietude. We're inviting this supple, undulating movement through the spine, allowing for the cerebral spinal fluid to flow unencumbered with its fullness of bringing it from the body, pumping it up the spine, and coming in through the ventricles of the brain and bathing the brain and squishing it, massaging it like loving liquid hands, massaging it. And then maybe about 50 seconds later, that fluid from around the brain goes back through the ventricles and travels down the spine and sieves out into the body. That we allow for this movement flow to travel of the fluid systems, bathing, moving, massaging our body inside and out. Increasing flow that some people call chi, some people call it from the tandien, from the bottom of the belly up, life force, fascia flow. There's so many ways of people thinking of it, but simply when that movement happens, all the goodness flows. And then slowly let your legs slide down to the floor. And when you're ready to roll your head a little bit from one side to the other, feeling the softness in your face. Coming back, and then slowly start to slide your legs so that your feet come to standing again. Mm. And rock your pelvis so that it goes over in the direction over your right knee, a couple of times. And then go over the left. Notice one going over one knee, going over the other knee. They're different. Might be different. Not they are different. They might be different in how you move yourself. And then come back and slowly bring your hands up so that the balls of your hands, that the heels of your hands come and cup your eyes, the orbits, I mean, within the orbits of the eyes, so that your fingers are, yeah, facing towards the top of the head. And feel the softness of that pressure into your eyes. As you now roll the head with the eyes like that, a little from one side to the other, and feeling your breathing in your belly. Feel the breath in your lower belly and feel the breath under the bottom ribs as you apply this light pressure that wakens up your parasympathetic system. And very lightly and slowly and gently start to release your hands from your eyes, from your face, and let it slide down your face so that it comes in the direction towards your throat. Sliding, sliding. Come back, come back, come back up. Bring the hands back up. We're doing what we call sliding contact. So you're going to slide your hands all along your face, and your fingers go over your eyes till the heels go over the throat and the neck and the chest, all the way down, sliding over your ribs, going down your belly and down your thighs to the floor. What do you feel like lying on the floor now? How,
Like an
what,
anemone.
your what?
I feel like an anemone under the sea.
Ah, an anemone has all those beautiful little tendrils, right? So let's take our tendrils of our hands and start to be the anemone with our hands. And we can turn our hand in either direction, literally. They open and close. And the anemone on your right hand and the anemone of your left hand may open and close differently. As the water flows through them, it's that pressure of the water through them opening and closing the whole anemone. And bring these anemones towards your throat or your chest, to the heart. Bring it to your heart, opening and closing above your body. Above your body. That's it. Opening and closing the anemone over your heart and your lungs, and then bringing it towards your throat where your thyroid gland is. Don't extend. The anemone doesn't hyperextend little tendrils back. It's more in the closed position with slightly opening. That's the softness. And the anemones come over your face, and see with your eyes closed if you can see the anemone in front of your eyes, and feel it in front of your face, in your cheeks, in your jaws, in your forehead, even the top of your head. Does opening and closing these anemones, can you feel it inside your head? When even over the ears, if you can feel inside your ear when you're opening and closing an anemone with the water flowing through it, and it's over the ears. And then back over your throat, giving this anemones over your throat and your thyroid and parathyroid, to your neck, for everything that your neck gives to you to hold your head on your body. And along the jaw, again, back over your chest and your heart, because your heart needs the anemones to open through the water flow inside and out of you. And then down over the bottom ribs, and then taking the anemones when you're ready, slowly over your legs and down to the floor. Mm. Feel the softness And then a little bit start to roll your face from one side to the other, a little bit. Feel the breath in your chest, in your ribs, front and back. Feel the breath in your belly. Forgiving yourself this kind of love, this kind of ease, this kind of simplicity back to where it all really is. And now, are your knees up or down?
Up.
Okay, start to rock your pelvis a little bit forward and back. Nice. Oh my gosh, you'll see in the video how your head changes. It's like a person's spine who's never been jostled. How about that? Such suppleness, forgiveness from all past history that we take with our bumps and bruises, that our body comes back. Our nervous system comes back because our whole being comes back. Maybe with less collagen fibers in the skin and maybe less color in the hair, but the body comes back because it always remembers. You know, Dr. Bessel van der Kolk has a book called The Body Keeps the Score, you know, because it remembers all those things that happen. And I say it also keeps the score because it remembers all the good things, all the good things. I like that kind of score. I want to put the time and energy into redirecting that score that I'm looking for, is remembering that goodness in the body.
Mhm.
And sometimes we didn't even have it as a kid because we were nervous or we fell off a bike at the age of 5, whatever. But we can remember even past all of that. We can remember the potential for healthy functioning. And that's amazing. Today, we worked with a lesson with the eyes, the face, the hands, the rocking forward and back and at the diagonals to get the movement off in these ways also, but bringing back this beautiful quietness that our whole being deserves. And allow yourself this easy quietness that you deserve. You look very comfortable. Take your time. Don't rush. Take your time when you're ready to slowly open your eyes. Don't rush at your own time. Keeping in mind there's nothing that you need to do right now in taking care of this. When we schedule ourselves to lay down on the floor for a half an hour to do a movement lesson, we don't need an hour, we don't need 45 minutes, but we give ourselves a half an hour.
Mhm.
We're rejuvenating and replenishing because we're giving back into the system where it deserves and is meant to be. So that you may go a little slower in your mindfulness of what you're doing. And you stand your ground to do one thing at a time. And being in this state of mind, it it welcomes the doing of one thing at a time. We don't feel the need. We know that when we start doing more than one, we're not 100% where we are. We're in two places at one time. There's nothing to brag about saying, "Oh, I can do 3 things at one time." Good, but it's not a thing to brag about because when we're in one place going slowly like this, everything goes smoother.
Mhm.
You take the external demands off of you. Protect that in yourself. Pretend you're in Europe where it takes all day to do one thing. The contractor will get there when he gets there. It might be today, it might be in 3 months from now. And I know I'm exaggerating when I'm saying that, but there's something in the lifestyle of doing one thing and celebrating the one thing at a time
Right,
makes a difference in how we do something well and then can remember back what we're doing.
right.
And how wonderful you have such a loving brother to call.
My battery is running out.
Okay, replenish your
Uh-huh.
battery, charge it, plug her in, and
Thank
then
you.
yeah, and let's see, let me know if you wanna meet next week just before hold on, we're looking at
Next week is not good.
oh, that's right, you're okay, so when are you available again?
The week after is probably possible.
Okay, so let's look at do you wanna do Tuesday the 14th? Are you able to do that?
Yeah, can yeah, I think so.
11 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay. Um, I don't know the number, but I'm putting that there. Okay. So Tuesday, May 14th at 11 a.m.
All right.
Take good care, sip a little more water,
Thank you.
and love yourself.
Ooh,
I
thank
love you.
thank you.
Recharge
Thank you.
your battery. I mean, bye bye.